I want you to stop chasing people. I want you to stop chasing certain types. I want you to think more about yourself and less about other people and allow the attraction to take care of itself. Think about it. You have a perfect attraction system, right? Think about all the types of friends that you've had or relationships that you've had that have not worked out, but there's like a similar theme or pattern to it. Did you ever find yourself saying things like, I keep getting the same type, I keep finding myself in the same issue, my relationships keep blowing up the same way? There's a part of us that is attracting certain types, and it's really good. You don't have to worry about that. It's excellent. We've got to change the direction. We have to change the type that it's attracting. You have to get yourself better at identifying those same old types that don't work, and then become more aware of the types that you do want. There's a reason why we attract those types to us, is because of the way they leave us feeling. Those feelings you have, if you think about why the typical pattern you have in relationships, why it occurs, how it leaves you feeling, what you go through, and then ask yourself, have I felt those feelings before? Can I go back to being a kid or high school and feel those feelings? Say, wow, this has been with me for a long time. So in essence, we're attracting the types of people that are not right for us as a partner. They're right for you to help you grow until you don't need it anymore. You have a choice over here. Either you're going to continue to attract these types of people into your life in the hopes that you'll tune into the emotions and start connecting to yourself, using them and the dynamics that form to get more insight into yourself, become more aware. Or you'll keep attracting these kinds of people in the hopes that it happens so you can heal it yourself and work through it yourself, or you'll keep attracting certain types. If you don't face it and don't work through it and connect with it, get to know with it, how do I feel around this typical type? In my past 3 relationships, what were the kind of things I didn't like and how did I feel? And when else in my life have I felt it is the key question. Either you're going to do that, and then naturally you'll stop attracting those types of people. You start attracting better types of people for you. Or you're going to keep having these types. And so the way to do it is not running after a certain type or pursuing a certain type. It's rather healing yourself and let the attraction happen naturally. You'll get better at identifying people who are not a good match and not a good fit for you. At the same time, you'll get better at noticing potential, good potential types. And it's not this chemistry. Be careful with chemistry. People say, well, we have good chemistry. I'll tell you what chemistry means. Chemistry means this person's going to trigger the heck out of me, whether I'm consciously aware of it or not. That's what chemistry is. Be aware of that. Someone's going to leave you feeling the same old ways. Run from it or run away from it. But you got to get to know that. And that's why that should be your focus. Your focus shouldn't be like, this is my type, this is my type. It's right to be aware of certain points. And that's what I want you to do instead. I want you to take your last 3 partners and ask yourself, what's something about that relationship, that person I really liked, I really enjoyed, and I would want in a future relationship? And what was something in that relationship I do not like, I didn't enjoy? You didn't like it, it didn't work, it's not comfortable, and you know that intimately from those relationships because you were on the receiving end, you experienced it. Now you've got good information, but you see the focus isn't on, I need someone who looks like this and acts like this and be like this and the whole thing. No, it's how do I feel? How do you feel around the various types of people? That's your key. How do you feel around them? Think about it now. Who's someone in your life that you enjoy being around? Think about them. How do you feel as you imagine them? Think about being near them, around them, a friend. It feels really good. It feels secure, safe, welcome to be yourself, right? Now think about somebody else who makes you uncomfortable, on edge, on eggshells. Just feel that feeling. That's not a good person for you. That's someone who's going to trigger the heck out of you. But the work is internal. You need to take the time to think about how you have felt around these various types of people. What are the emotions that they would frequently put you in touch with? What things got triggered in you? Make it about you. Make it about you and you and you and you and you, not about them. The them part's going to work itself out. You'll start to attract those old types less and less and less, number 1. Number 2, you'll get better and better at identifying the wrong types and step aside. And I would say 7 out of 10, 9 out of 10 are not a good match. Most people on the planet are not a match for you. They're not a match for anybody. Most of us are not a match for each other, and that's just fine. It's not a rejection. It's not a loss. It's just not a fit. Expect that. But the few who come through, then you get the third point is you get better at identifying who is actually good for you, and then you can connect more. So instead of running after people, pursuing people, trying to find some type, you do you. You connect to you. You be aware of you. You have in your mind your bullet points, right? A good point and a bad point from each of the last 3 relationships you went through. Now, as you go forward in life, you're attracting more and more that type, the good type. You're attracting less and less the bad type, the old type, because you already worked it through. But you know what you're looking for. And as it comes to you, you match it up against the list That's the right way to do it, rather than running around trying to pursue other people.